Drop a like in the next 5 seconds if you're trying to learn which secret dribble combination allows you to speed boost this fast in NBA 2K22. Cause today, I'ma teach you. What's up, Simply Squad? It's your boy Dribble God Grinding. And yesterday, I gave y'all the build that is single-handedly dominating Season 6 of NBA 2K22. I showed y'all exactly how overpowered it is. And y'all were in the comments talking about how cool it was to have a build that could get contact dunks, green from half court, and still be able to speed boost with a 99 speed, 99 acceleration, and a 99 vertical. Now don't get me wrong, that build is amazing, but part of the reason why that build is so broken is because of the dribble moves I equipped to it that make the build move at a speed that is literally unguardable. So today, I'm gonna give y'all the best dribble moves in the game that will literally turn any guard build you have into an unstoppable meta guard. And not only that, I'm gonna also give y'all a dribble tutorial to show y'all how to use these moves, as well as how to chain specific dribble moves together to unlock secret speed boosts within the game that make your player move so much quicker. All I ask for in return for giving y'all info that literally no other YouTuber in the community is giving you is for you to like the video, sub with notifications on, and comment down below, when you dribble, do you like to ISO or do you like to take screens, and why? Now I'm not trying to waste y'all's time, so while y'all are typing your comments down below, I'm gonna give you all the dribble moves you need to know. Let's get into this. Alright y'all, now the dribble moves. We're gonna start with the most important dribble animation that was literally just released when Season 6 came out, the Steve Francis signature size up. This move is key to doing the insanely fast speed boost I showed y'all in the intro. It honestly might be the fastest speed boost in the game now. And that's crazy to think about considering the second most important dribble animation, the Trae Young size up escape package. For 5 seasons, this has been the fastest speed boost in the game, and it is still one of the most important dribble moves you need to have on. Now going back to the top, our dribble style is going to be quick. Our signature combo, aka our rhythm dribble, is going to be Trae Young. Our moving crossover is going to be Steph Curry. Our moving behind the back is going to be Scottie Pippen, which if y'all don't know, back in Season 4, they switched Damian Lillard's and Scottie Pippen's dribble animation for some reason, so now this is the fast moving behind the back. Our moving spin is going to be basic. This is how I be doing the 2K20 spin back in my videos. Our moving hesitation is going to be Kevin Durant, and our moving step back is going to be normal, so we can get this glitchy travel like step back, which is insanely fast when used correctly. So just so you can see the full picture, these are going to be our dribble moves. Now that we've got these down, I'm going to show you how to combo these moves the best way possible to get the fastest speed boost in the game. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to show y'all how to do every move, then I'm going to break down how to combo them together to create the best speed boost in the game, starting with the newest dribble move, the Steve Francis. Now this signature size up is just a ridiculous move. It's insanely fast. It uses barely any stamina. You can spam it back and forth with pretty much no penalty, and you can speed boost out of it to both sides. This is easily the best move in the game to trick your opponent into not knowing which side you're gonna go. And the best part, it is super simple to do. All you have to do this move, if the ball's in your right hand, you flick your right stick diagonally down to the left, and if the ball's in your left hand, you flick your right stick diagonally down to the right. And like I said, you can spam this move over and over again, and then you can speed boost out of whichever way you choose. But there's a little finesse to this dribble move that nobody knows, or at least I've seen nobody talk about. Not a single person on YouTube has brought this up. If you do a crossover into the Steve Francis signature size up, it makes the speed boost 10 times quicker. Look at this, y'all. Crossover to the right, Steve Francis to the left, gone. Without this little hack, I would still think that Trae Young is the fastest speed boost in the game, but with this crossover into the Steve Francis speed boost, I really think this is the fastest speed boost in the game, thanks to Season 6. Not to mention that it kind of looks like the Curry slide as well. Now y'all, to do this combination, all you have to do, if the ball's in your left hand, you flick your right stick directly to the right and then diagonally down to the left. And if the ball's in your right hand, you flick your right stick directly to the left and then diagonally down to the right. I don't know why nobody has talked about this combination. It is actually insane. But anyways, y'all, that's only the first move of this video. We're gonna get into every single move that I know on NBA 2K22 right now. We're gonna start with the basics and go all the way up to all the advanced moves. Now, quick little note, from this point on, I don't have the Steve Francis on in these clips. I have Derrick Rose signature size up. So the dribble moves might look a little different to you if you have Steve Francis equipped. So if you want, you could equip the Derrick Rose signature size up just to learn the moves I'm about to teach you, and then switch to Steve Francis once you learn the moves. That's actually what I did, and it worked out well, but y'all can do whatever you want. I'm just letting you know know so you don't freak out if it looks a little different to you than it does in the video. But anyways, y'all, let's get into this. Alright, y'all, so the way I do this every year is we start with the basics and then get into the more advanced dribble moves. But don't worry, we go from basic to every move in my bag really quickly. So trust me, you won't get too bored, alright? Let's get into this. So the first move we're gonna cover is the momentum behind the back. This move is usually how I start almost every single possession just to catch the defense off guard. And they actually changed how to do it this year. So this year, to do the momentum behind the back, starting in your right hand, you're gonna start by flicking up on your right stick and moving to the left with your left stick. Then once you get to this point right here, you're gonna hold RT and flick your right stick diagonally down to the right. So the difference between this and last year is that last year you would start off by holding RT. You don't do that this year. If you try to hold RT before starting the move, you end up just doing a rhythm dribble, which is not what you're going for right here. So one more time, you flick your right stick up and move your left stick to the left. Then when it gets to this point right here, you hold RT, you flick your right stick diagonally down to the right, and you move to the right on your left stick. Now, if you start in your left hand, it's the same thing, just inverted. You flick your right stick up and you move your left stick to the right. Then again, when it gets to this point, you hold RT, you flick your right stick diagonally down to the left, and you move your left stick to the left. Now, some people opt out of moving your left stick after doing the behind the back because it gives you a nice little clean move like this, which you could speed boost out of and then afterwards change direction and speed boost again. So it's up to you. If you don't want to move your left stick after, you get this animation, and if you do, you get this animation. Alright, now that that's out the way, we're gonna go over the second basic move you need to learn, the Trae Young speed boost. This is still by far one of the best speed boosts in NBA 2K22. Now, most of y'all probably already know how to do this, but just in case you don't, if the ball's in your left hand, you're gonna hold RT, you're gonna press the right stick diagonally up to the right, and you're gonna move your left stick to the right. And the same goes for the opposite. If the ball's in your right hand, you're gonna hold RT, you're gonna move your right stick diagonally up to the left, and you're gonna move your left stick to the left. Now keep in mind, y'all, after the season 4 patch, you have to move forward to get the speed boost. You can't go side to side like you used to, so make sure you're moving slightly forward when doing this move to get the speed boost you're looking for. Now that y'all know both of those basic moves, we're gonna get more into the bag section of the video. I told y'all it wouldn't take too long. Now, y'all, we're gonna start this off with the #1 most important dribble move you need to learn for season 6. It is easily the most overpowered dribble move in the game and is what I like to call the Glitchy Snatchback. Now, the Glitchy Snatchback is the most important dribble move in the game for 3 reasons. The first reason being it is the best setup for every speed boost move in the game. This is because it allows you to switch your ball hand seamlessly and quickly, while at the same time letting you spam it as many times as you want. The second reason is that it is perfect for getting you back in position. Let's say you mess up a dribble move and you end up at the midi when you need a 3 to win the game. All you have to do is use this incredibly quick move and you'll be back at the 3-point line greening a 3 in no time. And the third and arguably most important reason why it's the best dribble move in the game right now is it keeps your defense guessing on which side you're gonna go, because you can speed boost out of both sides from this move. You do the Glitchy Snatchback, you sprint to the left, and you do a move and behind the back to the right, and your defense is nowhere to be found. And then next possession, you do a Glitchy Snatchback, you sprint to the right, then you do a fake crossover and end up back in the right because they assume you're gonna try and bamboozle them again. Bottom line is it's the most unpredictable and fast dribble move in the game. And the best part about it, to do it, it's very simple. To do this move, all you have to do is be standing still and press up on your right stick and then down on your left stick right after. If you're doing it right, you will be able to spam it seamlessly over and over and over again. And the best part is it barely does anything to your stamina. If you wanted to, you could literally spam this move all the way back to the other team's side of the court. Obviously, you don't want to do that. But when you do this move and you combo with the rest of the moves I'm going to teach you in this video, it starts to look like this: an incredibly fast offense that's going to be completely unstoppable with screens and nearly impossible on ISO alone. I promise you, all your favorite YouTubers, every comp player has mastered this move because it is that important. Alright, so now you know the moving behind the back, you know the Trae Young speed boost, you know the Glitchy Snatchback move that is dominating NBA 2K22 right now. Now the only thing you need to learn is how to incorporate your left stick with these right stick dribble moves. Now you're probably looking at me confused, but y'all, the best way to dribble in NBA 2K22 is to mix in misdirections while you're speed boosting. The reason for that being it doesn't give your defense any time to react to any of your dribble moves. To make this easier, let me get into an example possession before I explain what I mean. So I'll walk up the court, I'll do a momentum behind the back, then I'll do a between the legs speed boost to the middle, do another between the legs to the right, and then use my left stick to go back left. And then anytime I'm out of position, using the glitchy snatchback to get me back to the 3-point line, and then doing my misdirection speed boost all over again. Basically, you just keep spamming misdirections until you get open, and it usually doesn't take that long. While y'all are working to get that move down, I'm gonna move on to the moves that you can combo with that move to become completely unguardable. So the most important thing in NBA 2K22 is how fast you change direction. Now there are 3 moves that you need to know that change direction so fast you are literally unguardable when you chain them all together. The first one, the rhythm dribble. Hold RT, flick up on RS, and sprint to the side is dribbling. That's the first change of direction. The second is you hold RT while sitting in place, and if the ball's in your right hand, you flick your right stick to the left, and if the ball's in your right hand, you flick your right stick to the right. So what this does is it gives you 2 different moves to change direction so there's no combo lag. If you don't know what that is, basically there's some animations in 2K that they don't let you spam twice in a quick succession. So instead they'll give you like a stutter step that's super slow and it ruins your rhythm. So what you need is multiple moves that change direction. The standing misdirection behind the back. For that it's the same thing. You hold RT, you flick your right stick up to do the Baron Davis, then you stop moving. Once you stop moving, the ball's in your right hand, you're gonna hold RT and flick your right stick to the left without moving your left stick at all. What that does is give you a behind the back animation that you can speed boost out of over and over again, and it's perfect for changing directions. Think about it, you were just speed boosting to the right, the defense is gonna react to the right, you switch it up, you go to the left, you shoot, you get your green. The reason I taught you every single one of those change of direction moves is because they are nasty when chained together. So for example, a possession for me would look like this. Basically, it's just a bunch of change of directions that are impossible to keep up with, especially if you're taking screens. But ISO, this works as well. Nobody can react fast enough to all of these speed boosts and change of direction. So just a quick recap. To do the best change of direction in the game, say you're dribbling in your left hand, you hold RT, you flick your right stick diagonally up to the right. If you're holding it in your right hand, you hold RT and you flick your right stick diagonally up to the left. That's the best speed boost in the game. If you're trying to rhythm dribble, you hold RT, you flick RS up, and you speed boost out. Hold RT, flick RS up, and you speed boost out. Now to cover a couple different moves, the spin back from 2K20 is back in the game. For those of y'all that didn't know, I know a lot of people don't use this yet, but it is definitely still in the game, and it is still very viable for my ISO players out there. You could use this move to shoot off of, or you could just use it to reset your offense and just try and dribble again. So basically, if you're dribbling the ball with your right hand, you're going to sprint towards the hoop, and you're going to flick your right stick diagonally down to the left to do a behind the back. Once you've done the behind the back, you are going to spin your right stick from 12 to 9 o'clock. Once your player goes into the spin back animation, you have 2 options. You can either hold RT and flick your right stick sideways to the left to do it behind the back. And honestly, I just tried the second option and it's very slow, so I'm not even going to give it to you. But there is a second option to initiate the moving spin, which is a through the legs instead of a behind the back. Same controls, you sprint at the basket, but this time instead of flicking your right stick diagonally down to the left, you're going to do it horizontally to the left to do the through the legs, and then you can spin right off of it. Personally, I like the behind the back more, but it's up to y'all. Now to do it from your left hand, you are going to sprint at the hoop. You're going to flick your right stick diagonally down to the right to initiate the behind the back. Then you're going to spin your right stick from 3 to 6. Then once you initiate the spin back animation, you're going to flick your right stick horizontally to the right. Again, you could also do the between the legs, same controls. You would just do sideways on your right stick instead of diagonally down to the right. Whatever it is, you need to master these moves. Honestly, I think the standing behind the back is the best form of change of direction to transition between all these moves. So you do a move, behind the back, do another move, behind the back, do another move, behind the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is the best way, because you can honestly speed boost off the behind the back itself. You could just go like this and just run, and that does it, and then you could go back, then you do it again, then you go this way instead, then you do same side. Like, you could just run around the whole court. This year is insane with the speed boost. And honestly, I didn't feel like teaching momentum spam. Like, I don't really think it's useful in any way this year, but I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not an ISO head, y'all. I'm just a dude who knows how to get open and score. So if you're like me, you're gonna like this. All right, y'all, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end this video by showing y'all all my badges on my play shot, because I know that's the most common build used. And also saying that if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will show y'all my brand new jump shot tomorrow. I have a brand new jump shot. I love it. It is so much quicker than my old one, and my old one had me shooting 70% from the 3. So me being excited about this new jump shot should say a lot. So if y'all want that new jump shot, make sure to drop a like, sub with notifications on so you can watch that video and get glitchy during season 6. I really hope this season turns out to be more fun for everybody, man. This year has been rough to say the least. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Retro she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Retro she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be ballin'. 2K we never be falling. Retro she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin'.